Oh. Guess this is gonna be a, just a pretty extensive side quest episode. Yeesh. Long, long ago I predicted that you would come, my brother. But tell me, did you not see my young one in trouble in Castletown? Oh, that's your young one. He's been standing there. He's been stuck standing there, for he cannot get any hot spring water. Alas, the East Castletown bridge remains broken. Perhaps his fortune will turn, for it looks like the Mallow Mart is raising money to repair the bridge. This is a fine thing, my brother. Perhaps you might consider a contribution to the fundraising to help me in mine? I mean, yeah. Think. There was a reason for us to be open. Is there a reason for us to be open at a time like this? No. Don't try to tell me the customer's always right. Gosh dang it, Mallow. The customer is always right because the customer's me. Alright, so it needs to be daytime. So I'm gonna stand out here. I don't know if it transitions from day to night when you're in town. I would assume not. Could be wrong. But I'm gonna stand out here until it's daytime. I'll see you in a bit. So apparently this is the quest, which makes sense because you have to dump so much money into it to accomplish it, right? But this is the quest that gives you the magic armor, which I didn't think you could get this early in the game. You know what we're actually gonna do here while we're here? Might as well check in on everybody, see how they're doing. Okay, so not well, it seems. Hey, man. Greetings, Link. I felt Ilya could use a change of scenery to improve her health, so we came here. Who knows? If she gets out and sees daily life, perhaps something will jog her memory. Link, perhaps you could keep her in your thoughts. I'll certainly try. Okay. It's daytime now. Gonna be starting the Mallow Mart quest. I don't know if I'm gonna separate this. Oh, right, we were going around talking to people. That's what I remember. I don't know if I'm going to. I had to go eat, so now I have Mountain Dew Fruit Quake. It's the Christmas flavor of Mountain Dew. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, I just realized the top of this sculpture is actually what the light spirit looks like. A bit, except with the human, it's missing the human mouth. I'm glad it's missing the human mouth. I don't like that about the light spirits. They all have human, oh, with this one specifically, that it has like, it's like a big moth that has a human mouth. I don't like it. Oh, Link. You've gone through so much trouble for me. I'm so sorry. Colin and the others have told me so much about you, Link. They tell me that you were brave and kind, that you heard very well. That means you must be a good rider, huh? Oh, and the name of your horse is Epona, right? Epona? What a lovely name. Oh, for a moment I couldn't remember. For a moment I thought, wait a minute, is this like the first push in her memory? Cause she loved that freaking horse. Remember how sad she sounded when it's like Epona still prefers you over me, and it's like, that's right, I'm MVP. The Zora boy had gotten better, but he's been really depressed lately. He doesn't try to make friends with anyone, and every day he just gets up and goes straight to the graveyard. It's really weird. Give him time. He's going through it. Oh. Hey Talo! Talo, check this one out! Oh. Well, and hopefully nobody saw that attempted murder. I just thought Link's this guy. I just thought he thinks these things are cool, you know? I just thought he'd think it was cool. Oh, there, Colin. Oh, Link. I heard from the shaman that Ilya might be able to get her memory back. Yeah, and the Zora boy opened his eyes. Yeah, I thought both of those were pretty good things, but Illy and the Zora boy still seem pretty sad still. Link. The Zora child has opened his eyes and is up and about, but all he does is go to the graveyard behind the sanctuary and pray all day from the morning until night. He prays. It takes time, kids. It takes time. Good to see nobody held up here on their deathbed, though. That's always nice. Okay, off to freaking Mallow Mart. Seems like the Mallow and the Gorons are going to be working together. Sorta, kinda. Welcome to Criminy. Welcome to Mallow Mart. I have heard from a reliable source that shops in Hyrule Castletown are gouging prices, crushing folks under the thumb of commerce. Well, fear not, brother. Jeez. For Mallow Mart has proposed a townspeople relief plan as an answer to limitations of the common man. Phase 1. Repair the broken bridge leading from the East Castletown to the field in order to improve traffic. Phase 2. Buy that Castletown shop and sell products to the town at reduced prices. You have heard me right, brother. Jeez, reminds me of freaking Waka from Final Fantasy X. There is a problem, however. The finances for the execution of this glorious plan are lacking. Oh yeah, you think Mallow's gonna go to town and run a shop that has lower prices? Oh, that's cute. That's funny. Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it. Offer some financial support to aid in the purchase of the Castletown shop for the benefit of the people. We are 1,000 rupees short of funding for the bridge repairs. We need that bridge for a steady flow of goods to Castletown. We must bring the cost of goods down in Castletown. Could you please support? Not right now. We look forward to your future contributions. Hey, Link. Buy something. Oh, there's a lot of price gouging in the shops in Hyrule Castletown. You baby-faced monster. People pretty upset, I hear. I love people take advantage of the poor, unwashed masses. The poor, unwashed masses. Give to my Castletown shop fund so we can finance a shop there. Well, would you look at that? I have exactly 1,000 rupees. Yes. Glorious day! Why? Why is this guy helping? This guy looks like he can barely stand. Holy crud, the rupee sound. We have collected enough funds to finance repairs to the bridge connecting East Castletown to Hyrule Castlefield. Those corrupt price gouging shops in Castletown are officially on notice. Soon they will rue. We hope you will continue to finance support of our efforts to sell products in the town at discount prices. Oh my gosh, my ears. Okay, well that's step 1. Took an extra amount of time to load. You made a donation, did you not? I'm farsighted in all things, my brother. Tell me, do you know my young one in Castletown? He has yet to come back, even though they say the East Gate Bridge is fixed. Perhaps you could look in on him for me? I'm gonna do just that. We're gonna do it step by step. I think there's obviously more donating to do, but we'll go check on his son. That works out anyways, because we need more money. So we actually need to go visit Agatha. So I'll tell you what, I'm gonna head on over to the East Side Bridge. We can see what our work is done. We'll take it from there. See you in a moment. So many freaking ghouls out here. There's so many! Why are there so many of you guys? Oh, that must be a sun. Looks a little bit bigger than... Oh no, this is a full-size Goron. No, it's not. A little bit of smaller Goron? No, it's a full-size Goron. My dude, my man, my brother, what's wrong? I do not feel like doing a thing. Now the bridge is fixed, but my body feels terrible. I just cannot go look for stuff to sell. You know, all I really need to do is shower myself in some piping hot spring water to get back to feeling normal. You don't say. Well, you know, you're in luck. We have a free bottle right here. Midnight. Chance from here would scare someone. You don't want to do that, do you? This guy's delirious. Can we walk behind him? We can. Hilarious. Okay. I'm gonna teleport back. Something that I keep forgetting that we can do now. I really, really need to remember that we can teleport and not just ride everywhere. Although, I mean, like, I'm not bothered by the travel time. I just think, you know, it would probably be easier, be quicker if we teleported more places. I've been getting the hang. I've been getting more in the habit of doing so, but could always do it more. Okay, so that guy needs spring water. So what we gotta do, from what I remember, is we gotta go to the spring, nab some spring water, but then here's the thing. I don't think you can teleport with it. I'm pretty sure it becomes normal water by the time you do. I'm pretty sure it's a race. It's another race against time kind of a deal. Would teleporting all the way up there be faster? You know what, it would. I can see the spring from up top. Yeah, it would be a little bit faster. Let's cut down the time just a wee bit. Oh right, because this takes us literally right there. Take me to the hot spring. These guys just look so much happier. This place is so much more inviting now. You don't realize just how oppressive the world in this game feels until you start making things a bit better for everybody. Hot spring water. It's full of nutrients, but drink it while it's warm. Oh, replenishes all your armor. Wow, if it cools. Don't know how long we have till it cools, but I do know we need to hurry. I think there's gonna be Gorons positioned in a couple different places that we have to do this with, if I remember correctly. I could be totally wrong. You know what? I'm gonna test to see if warping turns into normal water. I'm almost certain it would, but let's make sure. You better not. Oh, the Bridge of Eldin is still out? Where is the Bridge of Eldin? Can we go find the Bridge of Eldin? Weird. Have we found the Bridge of Eldin? Whoa! It's a monster! Everybody run! Oh, everybody freaking leaves. Well, hey, you know what? Tallow is doing his job. I respect it. I can't tell if this is normal water or hot spring water. Maybe I'm getting confused with Ocarina of Time. I know in Ocarina of Time you can't teleport, right? I really gotta go, like, summon Epona, too. Hey, Epona, what do you do when I'm not with you? I'm gonna get freaking ganked by ghouls again. What? Okay, I'm gonna assume that means that did not work. So I'm going to assume, let me see how long I have. You can't teleport, it automatically cools down. Okay. Gotcha. So I'll see you again I'll be back up there, and then I'll show you my little jog down. All right. Time starts now. Let's hurry the heck up. Well, I wish we could check that it was hot or cold. You know what I will do though? I will switch that to something else though. I do not want to accidentally use it. That would be bad. Oh, nope. Just because it is faster. It's such a long ways though. Well, while we're chilling, I listened to a Did You Know Gaming video. They've been producing some actually really good ones, particularly good ones, I should say, recently on Zelda games. And they were talking about Twilight Princess, not Twilight Princess, Majora's Mask, and they were talking about how it was on that 1 year time limit, and how the team behind it, IG Anuma and a couple other guys, I know they had a unique co-director for that game, who they said they would never have be co-direct a game again. Apparently that guy had his own game that he was working on that was solely about you do stuff around a town, and there's like a day and night cycle, and all the townspeople have their own routines that they go through, and then they scrapped that and they said, you are going to be put on this other game, and he's like, okay, fine, but I'm doing it my way. And he wouldn't budge on that, so that's why Majora's Mask, it's part of the reason why it ended up the way it was with its time limit. So I think that's why it feels weird, like a weird amalgamation of a Zelda game and like some other game too. All the people in the team actually did go to a friend's wedding at one point, but it was a wedding during some sort of missile crisis that was happening at the time, where they were like, hey, is now really a good time for a wedding when it feels like we could all die at any moment, which obviously informed the Anju quest, no doubt. I got the spring water, dude. Do I just gotta pour this on you? Alright. Did that not work? But I talked to you, and I had the spring water. Was I out of time already? Did I need to go faster? I don't understand. Oh, I'm an absolute. You know what I'm doing? Do you know what I'm doing? I'm doing what I always do when I play this game, and I'm assuming it's like Ocarina of Time, and I have to deliver a bottle of spring water. That's not how it works. I have to go to Mallow Mart and buy and get a barrel of spring water and write it over to him. I am an utter fool. I do this every time. Wow. Old habits die hard, man. I can't believe I had my first instinct. I had the same first instinct and the same solution over and over again. Did you see the young Gohan in Castletown? I did. Farsighted in all things, my brother. I'm sure he is hanging his head somewhere around the East Gate right at this moment. Here is the plan, my brother. I will prepare some hot spring water, and you will douse that young one to revitalize him. What do you say? Will you do it? I will. Oh, I see. I'm counting on you to make the run, my brother. Hot spring water cools as time passes, so if you do not hurry, you will end up with plain old cold water, my brother. Well, that should wake him up and revitalize him too, just in a different way. Oh, so this is like a setup minigame. This is the way we're doing it? Oh, this makes way more sense. This is freaking silly though. For starters. Okay, I guess this makes more sense. No. What? Okay, no, hold on. You saw that, right? Link spun around. I went and slashed the one guy who was off to the left, and Link spun around and made sure to catch the barrel at the same time. You've got to be kidding me. I'll be back. What have I gotten myself into? I'm pretty sure if you just hug the very edge, I think if you avoid the inner planes, I don't think the spinny guys show up. You know what we can do? I think we should be in the clear now. We can't freaking ride though, that's for sure. It's funny because I looked this up and everybody else was talking about carrying it in the bottle too. They were talking about running, walking, and riding. It's like, well, you can't ride with this. This is a giant heavy barrel. Epona's still over there. I don't know why we don't just saddle this up onto Epona to do this. Okay, I think this was pretty fast, so we should be good though. Say, is that some Kakariko hot spring water you have there, brother? He poured it on me. I'm sure it was restoring my strength. What if I just tossed it somewhere else? I feel rejuvenated. That smell, that heat. It is spring water from back home. Well, I'm going to get back to work and open up the shop. Oh, jeez. Oh my gosh. Spring water is crack for Gorons. Oh. Oh, crud. Is that what you guys are selling? Hey. Don't mind if I do. Well, neat. Okay, now we can just go check up on Malamute. Although, actually, wait. We need it to be daytime again. It's so weird that there's no way to change day to night. Even in the HD version, they didn't make that change. You'd think that that would have been one of the things that they added. Well, anyhow, I will catch you when it's daytime again, and then we'll go from there. See you in a bit. Oh, it's just something interesting while passing the time away. So it says that there is an overpriced shop in town called Chudley's Fine Goods and Fancy Trinkets Emporium. Apparently it's not even open half the time. You need to pay 10 rupees to have your shoes polished by somebody near the door before you can even enter. But inside, if you do go, I don't think we can access it now, which is a shame. But if you do get inside before this point in the game, apparently there's a picture on the wall of at the time a unreleased upcoming Zelda game for the Wii, which presumably would have been would have been Breath of the Wild, I would imagine, right? That must be what it is. Because Breath of the Wild originally, it's crazy to think about, but Breath of the Wild did originally come out for the Wii U, not the Switch. It's not a Switch exclusive, which is really weird. Definitely at the end of the Wii U life cycle, that's for sure. Very interesting. Very interesting. That's fun. Yo, there's guys this close to the freaking entrance of Hyrule? Oi. Well, Link just died. I got shot in the back of the head with an arrow, so Link's freaking dead. What can be said about this? Big yikes. Okay. Okay, you're probably wondering why we are here. It's because I need more freaking money. I need money, man. That, and we can do a little extra side thing now that the Goons are back here selling spring water. So first things first, I'm gonna go turn in some bugs at Agatha. If anything crazy happens, you'll see me over there. But until then, I will see you probably where I'll try to find where the Goons are. If I remember correctly, they had them selling in like a little alleyway, which is kind of messed up, but no. Hi, Agatha. I want to tie your long antenna into bows. Agatha, that's sadistic. I assume that somebody who had such a love for bugs wouldn't do such cruel things to them. Interesting little note on the snail. It says a golden-bodied snail. It was found in the Sacred Grove. It might actually be a female. Do snails have? Is that a plant? Do snails have genders? Huh. Do most bugs really have genders? I know praying mantises for sure do. Huh. Interesting little note. That's a freaking doctor's office. What's that? Just I wondered who it might be. Sees the admirable young lad who was willing to help the Zora boy for nary a single rupee. So what does you want, lad? A physical? You have some money, don't you? By the way, that girl Alia didn't mention anything about me, did she? Ugh. Ugh, what? like in what way? Like in that kind of way? Are you a big sleazeball, man? I'll be honest, lad. It'll cost you a fair bit for an examination. It's not like... it's not that I'm having trouble making money. Not at all. Are you sure? You're freaking... I can see green slime in the corner. All your freaking drapes are patched and torn. Why, I'm so skilled they called my hands the golden mittens. If you don't have any errand here, then be gone, you scoundrel. Did she really not say anything at all about me? No. Ew. Okay, so the doctor is just a absolute like sleazeball. Good to know. Duly noted. Sheesh. Never caught that before. Wish I hadn't, to be completely honest. Father's all better. He can work again. Oh, well, thank goodness. Oh, I remember you, brother. Thanks to you, we were able to open up the shop again. Give you a special price for hot spring water. How is 20 rupees? I'll buy it. Got it, brother. I'll provide you with some steaming hot water. Thanks. So apparently this is all we need in order to help the guy who is... where is he? Southfield. Can run right over here. Because he wasn't completely he wasn't completely lacking energy. He just needed could you have used a little pick-me-up. This isn't necessary. The only reward this gives you is a shortcut. So now we should have full access to all the different ways of getting in here. And I ended up giving Agatha all the rest of the bugs we had, by the way. I went the wrong way. I keep mixing up west and south, which is so weird to me. So hold on, I'll see you when we're actually south. I don't know why I keep doing that though. I always do the classic never eat soggy waffles, but I guess I keep switching it to never eat waffles soggy. I don't know why. Keep switching it to W for Wumbo. Oh, it's Agatha again. Nice little detail. It wouldn't make sense if we would be out here looking through the grass. If I drink some hot spring water, it might give me the strength to break through the big rock wall like this. Hey brother, want some hot spring water? Come see me again. It ran out of the hotness. But they have the sweet smell of hot spring water. If I took a drink of that, I'd feel so strong I could probably get rid of these rocks. If you want to get through here, could you give me some hot spring water? Yeah. Gonna get to working on this. She come back in a little while, so this takes a full day cycle. Oh geez, like a freaking power drill. Holy crud. Alright, well that's something we're doing now. And then that'll give us a shortcut straight from Hyrule Castle straight down into the Faron area. Oh, that's cool. Oh, she's in a different spot. Now time to see what else we can possibly do now. We're not gonna have... We need to double our cash. So we might need to skip ahead to the point where we can get some... Yeah, I'm gonna be doing some rupee hunting. I'll show getting the rupees because it's definitely good to see what these rupees are. So I will catch you in a sec. So this actually works out a bit. This one's pretty easy apparently. We just need to go to... there's a sanctuary. You can actually see, it kind of looks like there's something a little bit gleaming in there. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you gotta hit it with a bomb arrow, light it up, and then you need to jump up there like we did in the past with Midna in Link. No, I know, Tallow. Again, would make things much easier if we told everybody or showed everybody that we transform into a wolf now. They would probably think it'd be sick. They'd probably think it's awesome. I don't know. Everybody keeps calling it an absolute beast, even though it just looks like a wolf to me. So, who's to say? Maybe maybe it's like more than a wolf in this world. Maybe wolves don't exist in this world. I don't know. There's undead wolves, so I'd imagine there'd be normal ones too. Okay, we're getting a little misty out here. There we go. Right here, 100 rupees. We saw this way early at the beginning of the game, when we had to wander out here the first time. So nice to finally get it. Nice to get it when we have a wallet big enough for it. We could still stand to get a little bit more money. This guy already cleared it up. This is way faster than I thought. Hey, look, brother. The way is now clear, just as I promised. I do not know where you are headed, but be careful. Thanks, man. I want to go over here. Oh, so many Diababas. I don't know if those Diababas or what those are exactly. Oh, this little, yeah, I remember we climbed up here, we didn't know what was going on. So yeah, we can drop down in here, get some more money. Oh, you know what? The fact that these, I was confused why these places had like beehives, but that's just like Ocarina of Time. All the underground havens in Ocarina of Time also had freaking beehives in them. Almost every single one. There we go. It's cool that they scattered these around. Man, this game, this game wants to be Ocarina of Time so bad. Just wearing its influences on its sleeve, truly. There we go, and that is finally enough. Enough cash. Yo, you know, really quick. Got this fish in here. It's just a green gill. Oh, hold on. Let's combine a. There we go. Let's try it. You can actually watch all the fish fly to it. That's just a green gill again. Well, whoa. Oh wait, that totally makes sense though, right? Because yeah, the safe havens always had like a fish sitting in the water too, in case you needed to get a fish. They would have beehives, fish, usually Dekubabas. Interesting. Well, now with that. Whoa! I am letting loose hellfire upon the world, jeez. Now that we have the money, we can go head over back to Kakariko Village and go to Malamar. Except we need it to be daytime. Ain't that just how it goes? Okay, it's daytime. We're going to Mallow Mode. I got sidetracked watching a dude unpack the equally absurd nature of the creation of this game, which I had gone over as well because of well, as we know, they showed there was a Space World I think tech demo that was showing like a real hyper realistic Zelda game, and then the next game they made was Wind Waker. Because that's what IG Aonuma wanted to make. In my mind, I had always pictured, when I pictured Zelda, when I pictured like the main figurehead pushing for Zelda, I always pictured in my mind Miyamoto. Because from what I remember, he was the one who came up with the original idea, right? Because it's the story of, oh, I used to play in this little forest behind my house, and you know that's where the idea for this sort of adventure series came to mind. But it's very clear that like by the time it hit the 3D era of Zelda games, it was IG Aonuma was the one pushing Zelda games. Like it had become, the 3D Zelda games in particular had become like his series pretty much, and he was the one who was really the director of the games. Miyamoto was just sort of the face, right? That's what Miyamoto really is at this point. I still respect the guy. You gotta respect him and acknowledge the things he has done, but then you also have to acknowledge that when it comes to the people under him, their biggest frustrations always seem to be Miyamoto. And IG Aonuma is no exception, because IG Aonuma had to make Wind Waker in the style that it was. He had to make it in secret, basically. He had to hide what it was, and then they had to release it as is. And now, obviously, Wind Waker is immaculate. We had just recently played it again. Wind Waker is an amazing, beautiful game. It goes in with a certain intention in mind, and it succeeds on all fronts. It is a nigh perfect experience. Close to perfect as a game maybe can be, you know, one of those kinds of things. And then he just got trashed for it, because here's Nintendo with their purple cube game console, and everybody's like, Nintendo makes games for children. And then here comes Wind Waker. Alongside the things that came out with the system, which were like Super Monkey Ball and some other cartoony, goofy looking thing, right? And it's a shame because people are like, whoa, man, they're never gonna give us the Zelda we want. And then here comes this game, which, as we've seen time and time again, it pulls so much from the 64 era games. It is ingrained in this game's blood. However, what I do disagree with the guy who I was watching the video of, some dude named Manly Reviews. It seemed like a good video. I didn't watch the whole entire thing because the second half just kind of was just going over the plot and gameplay, and I want to go into the second half of this game with a fresh outlook on it, right? What I will disagree with him in is that, and what I would disagree with most people about. Weird, the video feed at some point got a little crusty. I'll have to check and make sure the videos were still clean. What I will disagree with about is that this game is generic, or that it's just Ocarina of Time 2. I don't agree. I feel like this game, the tone is so much more darker and reclaimed and depressing and oppressive. The atmosphere is so much more oppressive. And also, this game makes so many strange decisions with the Twilight, the whole idea of the Twilight realm, the Twilight people, the villain Zant. So many of the little choices along the way. I mean, just earlier, I had previously I was even talking about the fact that the game just hits does all these unique little subversions of the Zelda formula, whether it's what kind of like the personality of the partner you have, how Link is characterized in this game, where Link comes from, the fact that Link has basically has a home base and a group that he's working with now. The way they used the others or the other races, like having the Gorns be against you, to a point where they were going to attack you, the happy-go-lucky Gorn tribe. Even in the dungeons, you're constantly being helped or meeting up with other people in the dungeons, which is kind of weird for Zelda games. Just the overall art style of it, yeah, I would disagree that this game is just... I'm beginning to realize more and more the longer we play that this game is definitely way more than just Ocarina of Time 2. Is it heavily influenced by Ocarina of Time? Is it wearing its influences on its sleeve? Oh, it's holding up a giant flag, singing the praise of Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. But that's not to say that this game still isn't doing weird, strange things. Being a wolf had all throughout it, having the Twilight sections of the game, having Princess Zelda be just sidelined entirely at this point in the story, it's weird. It is weird. Not to mention, as much as this is a game about Link, it's also a game that's heavily about Midna, and she has her own thing, her own motives, her own story, her own hopes and dreams that we are trying to work towards and uncover, and I think that is also unique. It feels like we're sort of like, we're the partner to Midna, as much as she is the partner to us. I don't know. I think this game's a lot more than maybe people give it credit for. I think now that a lot of time has passed, actually, this happens a lot though. People's feelings about things over time. Everybody has these sort of these generalized kind of takes on things that one person says it in a compelling argument, makes a compelling argument for it, and then everybody else picks it up, and then everybody just eventually over time nods their head and agrees without actually considering, sitting down and considering the game again, looking at the game again, examining it again, re-examining it. Yeah, anywho, let's finally finish this. Thanks to all, the bridge is built, and the trade route is secure, and we saved money in the economic development of Castletown. But in order to reach the Castletown development goal, we still need 200 rupees. Now, what would happen is you can skip the bridge side quest, but you would have to pay 2,000 rupees in order to move Mallow from here to Castletown. So you really want to do the quest. Suffering under the weight of inflated cost of living, brother. I will give you exactly what you want. We achieved our goal, brother. Today marks the day that yet another legendary establishment is born. You should travel to Castletown later. Thank you for cooperation, brother. And traveling to Castletown is exactly what we're going to do. Hey, these two aren't facing me. Can I just, can I warp right now? No way. Never mind that Beth could turn around at any moment. See you in Castletown. Mr. Link, wait! Where's my postman side game? I've come to deliver a letter. It is a letter from Mallow Mart. Well, my business is concluded. Onward to mail. How do you know who I am? How did you know who I was the first time you found me? Questions for later. Heroes come together. Mullamote, the hero of discounts, has finally opened Castletown. We've got all you need for that upcoming trip, and we offer it at unbelievable prices. Grand opening, special, magic armor, limit 1, act fast heroes. Now, where did Mallow get magic armor? Magic armor is something that we have only gotten well, Wind Waker had it, and it works the same as it does in Wind Waker, although this time it's a physical suit of armor, which I think is super cool. Works the same though. Negates all damage, uses rupees instead though. And when you run out of rupees, you are slowed down. It's as if you're wearing iron boots all the time, and I don't think it has the protective qualities. I would imagine it doesn't have the protective qualities, but could be wrong. Is it down here? No, it must be... I would imagine it would be in town square. Oh no, you know, it's probably the one place we always like turned into and looked at, but never actually. Here it is. Yeah, it's literally right here. So this is where the other town would have been. Welcome, welcome. The hero of discounts Mallow Mount will be a legend in Castletown. Come on in, welcome. Take a look at our wares. Oh boy, his face everywhere. You know what we've done? What we've done here? We've done a capitalism. That's what we've done here. Oh no, he has a statue of himself. What are these statues? And they're wearing... Ugh. Buy one, get one. They have a theme song. They have a dance. I'll take one, I'll take one. I don't really want one, but I'll take one. By gosh. Oh my gosh. We did a capitalism. Oh no. What have we done? He's selling like cheap vases and stuff. You'll buy... Oh, he's got a... He's like a infomercial guy. He's got the little earpiece mic. You'll buy it now if you're smart at Malamute. Welcome, welcome. Grand opening sale going on at Castletown Malamute. 20% off, 30% off. Of course, why not? We look out for you. The hero of discounts, that is us, Malamute. Buy it now if you're smart. Watch this. Freaking moonwalks over. So yeah, we can fully stock on all bombs. We got blue potion. And if you notice, they all say, oh, it's a blast deal, big deal, boom deal, feature, act now. It's not. None of this stuff is true. It's one of those sales. It's like those fake, like here's this really high quality thing that we're selling online. It's originally priced at $2,000 value, but we're gonna give it to you for $500. Yeah, you think, but then that deal never changes. You ever notice how those deals never change? Ay ay ay. How much is this? $5.98. Okay, so first off, Malamute stamp. Gotta get this. Enjoy your amazing unique stamp. No one else in this world has one. Oh yeah, is that so? Oh yeah, I'm sure Mallow's really holding out on stamps with his face on them. And then it becomes arrows. Yeah. And then let's get the magic armor, which is your replacement for what would be like the red armor in the game to protect you from heat. This stuff looks pretty cool though, I will say. It's kind of similar. It's kind of like a cross between Link's tunic and the I was gonna say Lingering Will. That's freaking Kingdom Hearts. Holy crud. The Stelphos that has been training us. The sort of the hero of time, I would say. I almost said. Thank you. No, thank you. You bought it. You were smart. You bought it at Malamute. Gosh. Where your rupees will become magical. The armor will protect you. If you get hit, you lose rupees, not health. If you run out of rupees, your armor will go dormant and the movement will become impaired. Item has been discontinued. Thank you for your patronage. Shop again sometime. It's just the freaking detail, all the different tech. It's so gaudy. Yeesh. His face is even in the carpet. Let me out of here. Everything's gone so commercial. Oh, the humanity. Okay, I don't know how I'm gonna break this up into 2 parts. I think I'm definitely gonna break these up into 2 parts now. Oh my gosh, everybody's carrying Marlow Mart bags. Oh no. What have I done? He's found his way into the hearts of millions. Okay, so if you remember this little mini game that we went and tried, we can finally do it. I thought we needed the upgraded hook shot, which comes later. But no, in fact, all we need, which makes sense, all we need is the hook shot we have now. Good sir, you can play the Star game, 10 rupees. I'll do it. Many thanks, good sir. The game will begin once you enter the cage. May chance favor you. Why does this guy seem so sleazy? So, now that we have the hook shot. Oh, crud. That's not what I meant to do. We can now use it to fly across everywhere. And collect everything. Really easy. Impossible. Oh, what a happy day this is. The debut of our new star. Showers of applause all around. To the star, I shall give you this. Now, what I think is interesting about getting these sorts of prizes for doing mini games like this in towns is that this is a game that's open to anybody, right? Who would want a big quiver? I know why I want a big quiver, but like, what the heck? Very well, the next stage will be one created just for you, good sir. I would expire should you decline. Please, you must try it when it is ready. I shall remember this. Yeah, sure thing, Buster. What a strange location. Like how it's like a giant tent that seems like way too big on the inside for what it looks like on the outside. Eek, it's him. Oh no, I've got fangirls now? Ladies. What should I say? Children. Oh, for Pete's sake. Oh my gosh. Link, stealing the hearts of millions. And the souls of ghosts. Okay, now we are going to be just collecting all kinds of stuff all over Hyrule. Nothing specific, just a bunch of things. So, first things first, we're going to Lake Hylia. Okay, so where we're trying to go, we're trying to go to the Lanayru Spring, which is right over here. Is this what I'm thinking of? Okay. You know what I will say? The amount of times they use the, hey, light the 2 lanterns to unlock a chest. Yeah, you could, I mean, you could, like, it's one of those things, but I mentioned this in one of the other videos. If the task you're having me do to unlock the thing is as simple as a button press, just a single button press, why did you have me do it? Ooh, not bad though. I'll take that. Okay, now let me see something. Now we already got the S stamp, right? Yeah, we already got the S stamp. Okay, you know what we can finally do now? We're gonna use... Oh, there's chest down here. Hold the phone. Okay, I guess first what we're gonna do is go, well, there's also a couple fish. You'd think this place would be, you know, it's like a sacred little fountain of sorts. You'd think that there'd be more fish here. like a large variety of fish. Another point that I do think is fair is that a lot of the things that you end up getting a lot of the time in are rupees. As we've seen, I've been capped on rupees constantly in this game, which I do think is funny. I don't mind having a lot of options to get rupees, but when the majority of the stuff that we're getting is rupees or like a rupee reward of some sort. For example, although we could stand to get some rupees now, we pretty much emptied out our pockets. Swim, Link, swim. Now, man, imagine Link dies, drowned in one of the freaking spirit fountains. That would be grim. Be truly grim. Okay, what we're gonna be doing now, though, we're gonna be doing the flying mini game with Plum, which. I mean, let's see if we can first try this. I've been pretty good at first trying a lot of things in these games so far. It hasn't really been a challenge that's thrown me off too much. I know Majora's Mask, there was a couple things. The Deku Playground, the first couple episodes. But then when I came back, I nailed it, so I don't know. I think the minigame just starts when I get picked up, right? I didn't have to talk to Plum first, did I? I do like how we're flying one of these guys now because we're in the world of light, not Twilight. I don't get these guys though. They're like pterodactyl turkey bird things. They're strange. They're just strange. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so these things were worth 3. You just want to combo what you can. Okay, watermelons are just worth 1. So that's not great. You definitely like want to hit every strawberry though, right? Because I mean those are worth the most. And then I think you just want to go for, oh wait, no, you want to combo strawberries. I didn't realize there was so many. Don't we have to get like 10,000? What if we combo just strawberries from here on out? Oh, there's like a bunch of strawberries. Okay, yeah, let's just keep hitting strawberries then. Because it'll stop after a 10 combo, right? Ooh, missed it. Oh, but look, we just bumped to 5,000 because as long as you keep hitting them, right, they'll just keep doing the max amount they give you. Which at the moment is... Oh. Okay, yeah. I think we just succeeded. But might as well just keep going, right? Why not? Not really hard. We're not being shot at. There's no danger now, so we can do this pretty casually. don't know why I thought that it sounded a lot more difficult than it ended up being. Oh, the points double every time, right? So it goes up in increments of 2. Huh. What? No way! 11,000 points? We got more than 10,000 points. Wow. Here, take this. But don't think I'm giving this to you because I like you or anything. Oh, come on, Plum. You like me. Come on. You like me a little bit. So you complete the hook now, aren't you? You need to go again and try to beat the high score, don't you? No. Ah, I see. Okay, bye, Plum. Sorry. Didn't mean to completely just destroy your game. Your silly little dumb balloon game. Yeah, if you go for strawberries, you just win. Like, without question. So, oops. Sorry. Handful of stamina. Oh. Really? I never would have guessed. Okay, so first thing first, we're actually heading back to Orden Ranch. Which, believe me, is not something that I thought we'd be. A place I thought we'd be going to anytime soon. We're going to be going there as a wolf, so... forgive us, friends. So there's about 1 billion stamps to collect. Oh, now the video I was watching, he did also make a passing comment about how, like, oh yeah, the map's really large, but, like, does that really mean much when it's just, like, mainly really wide open, empty areas? And it's like, okay, I will agree, right? Because if you look at something like Breath of the Wild, huge map, not the biggest open world map, but a huge map. But it doesn't feel unpopulated by any means. There's something everywhere. At least it feels like there's something everywhere in that game, right? Oh. I really thought the goats would want to talk. Do you want to talk, Mr. Goat? Whoa. Oh, the goats get pissed off. That's what they do. Ah, man, I thought I was finally going to get to talk to the goats. Hey, Mr. Postman, are you scared of me? Nope. Alright. Well, anyways, there's a hole here, which I think is crazy. But we're going to want to immediately turn back into a human because there's something special we can get. Well, first off, rats. There are rats, and they're awful. But then there's also one of the very rare golden chew jellies. Get rare chew jelly. Which looks a lot like the yellow one, but it's sparkly, so... This looks exactly like the Great Fairy Teal that we got. So now we basically have 2 of those, which is pretty sick. Let's move it off of our main thing so we don't accidentally use it. Oh man, it's really nice to have 60 arrows. Starting with 30 bombs, it feels like you have all the bombs you'd ever need. Only starting with 30 arrows feels very restrictive. Now, there are not, to my knowledge, it's not like Wind Waker. I do not believe that there is a way to get like 99 of everything. That was crazy to me. I didn't remember getting that many bombs and arrows in that game. You know, honestly though, thank goodness for IG Enuma. And all the developers like Sakurai and otherwise as well. Not the guy who's taken charge of the freaking Paper Mario games. He freaking ruined those and he won't stop. But I think bless IG Enuma's heart for... Oh, we got Happy Link stamp. Oh, look at him. Well, that's delightful. Bless his heart for managing this series under the ever watchful eye of one insane Miyamoto. Bless him for sticking to it and getting all the way to Breath of the Wild, and I hope Tears of the Kingdom gets to be exactly what he wants it to be, because it feels like Breath of the Wild was the culmination of everything that he had done for the series up to that point. Which was, because I mean, if you look at it, if you jump from Ocarina of Time to Majora's Mask, huge leap, big change in pace, themes, mechanics, vibe, just general direction. And you jump from Majora's Mask to Wind Waker, another huge jump in direction. Twilight Princess does feel like a jump back to the more traditional, which you could argue is in itself, after taking such huge leaps in different directions with Majora's Mask and Wind Waker, you could argue what Twilight Princess going back to the core of Ocarina of Time. You could argue that that itself is definitely a leap in a direction you would not have expected, seeing the track, like seeing what was laid out before it. And I would agree. But then you have Skyward Sword, which, you know, is like, Skyward Sword does a lot of adds a lot of new things, breathes a little bit of new life, puts a lot of focus on motion controls. Thank goodness for the Switch version. But it's not bad by any means, by the way. I don't want to make it sound like it's bad, but like it's crazy to me that people think that this game will say that this game is like focuses too hard on the Zelda formula and it's too formulaic, and really pushed the formula leaned a bit too hard into the Zelda formula and the Ocarina of Time style of game, and created something a little bit more generic with it, when Skyward Sword exists. Right? Skyward Sword to me, and we'll get there, but Skyward Sword is the definition of a formulaic game. It takes the Zelda formula, it strips it down to the barest essentials, and it follows it to a T. It's funny, because going from Ocarina of Time to Wind Waker to Wind Waker, Ocarina of Time to Majora's Mask to Wind Waker to this game, I don't feel tired at all. I don't feel fatigued at all. I mean, sure, there's like things that will always appear in Zelda games that you gotta be ready for, but I've been having a heck of a fun time. Now, when I get to Skyward Sword, I'm excited to play Skyward Sword again, because I've only played it the one time. Out of all the games, I've only played that one. That's another game I've only played once. And I have fond memories of it, but I had a lot of problems with it that I recognized even back when I played it when I was a lot younger. Me and my friend, my only other friend who has played it all the way through, we both deliberated on it a couple times. We've deliberated on it a couple times. Gosh dang, beautiful looking game. And we both agreed, you know, it's like, okay, Skyward Sword was never bad. It just has a lot of problems. And after I played a bit of the Switch version, and I got them the Switch version as well, because I was like, hey, you should play this. This is like the way to play the game. They played through the whole thing, and they were like, this is a really good game. This is a really good game. This version fixes a lot of its problems. But yeah, going from this, which is like way more traditional, to Skyward Sword, which is like maybe the most traditional to a fault, I'm wondering how I'll feel about it. Because it's not that I'm not excited for it, but the thing that is nice about Zelda games is that they take such huge leaps and bounds, so they feel familiar, but they do enough different that you can jump from one to the other and not feel a sort of fatigue or weariness while you do so. So I wonder how I'll feel after going from this game to another very traditional Zelda game. I wonder if I'll start to get a little tired, a little bit fatigued. I don't know. I would hope not. And if I do, I mean, I'll I'll do what I've been doing up to this point, what I did with the Metroid games too, which is just pace myself. I didn't get fatigued with the Metroid games, and those games are way more similar from one game to another. Each game has its own little things here and there, which break up the formula a bit, and you know, you always get new abilities and new things, new trials to overcome. But those games were very much like each other, so it was, but I didn't get tired of those. I think I'm kind of a weirdo. Like, I'll play, like, I could play Super Mario Sunshine and then play it again right after, all the way through. And probably not bat an eye, you know? It's just one of those things. I'm a freak, I guess, I don't know. We'll see though, we'll see when we get there. Okay, we got that. Now we're going to South Farron Woods. Oh no, we're warping to South Farron Woods, and we're gonna exit to the South Hyrule Field to get an interesting little thing. Oh, this is South Farron Woods. Silly me. Probably could have called Epona. Just didn't. Now I'm dedicated to it. Hey man. Hey guy, how's the oil level in your lantern? I'll fill it up to the brim for 20 rupees. Nah, I'm good. It's still pretty full. You keep using that lantern. If it runs out of oil, come see me, guy. Say, guy, have you been to the Forest Temple yet? Isn't it great? I mean, sure, there've been a couple monsters stirring up lately, but still. That's just the world we live in right now. You know what I mean? Things are rough all over. That's true, man. So I guess he goes and visits the temple? I mean, the temples and stuff are like locations that are meant to be visited by normal people living in these areas, I would imagine. Okay, now we need to go southeast corner. Over here. There's going to be a very notable patch of grass. It'll be very obvious. Here it is. Can't be much more obvious than that. Oh god, I was trying to drink water. Jeepers. Oh, don't even need to kill all the enemies here. Oh, look, more money. Hooray! Found a wolf link stamp. Well, that's cute. Whoa. Oh. I guess a little bit of an extra reward. I'll take it. Oh, there's another chest back here. Weird. Jeez, a lot of money. Okay, this game inundates you with money. I did also see somebody pointed out that, like, they also don't give you a whole lot to spend money on, and that's for sure, because the only reason we've run out of money completely up till this point is because a quest demanded all of the money, and it was obviously a quest, it's one of those quests designed to, like, oh, you donate what you can, like, over the course of some time. But it's like, okay, if you were asking for 1,000, I have a full 1,000, and I don't seem to need it for anything anytime soon. And I can also get more. I could have gotten another 500 from Agatha, right? So it's like, well, what the heck am I doing? A hookshot kills these guys? Weird. Strange. Okay. I'll take it though. Okay, where are we going now? Oh, we're going to the Great Bridge of Hylia. So I will see you in a moment. Shame on me for not summoning Epona and taking her around. This is the life I live now. Hunted by ghouls. I'll see you in a moment. So correction, we're actually teleporting west of Castletown. Because we already got the M. What we were going to go do right there was get the M stamp. We already got that while collecting Poes. We got the S and the M by collecting Poes already. So now we are. A lot of these things that we're doing right here are. Yeah, a lot of the stuff that we're doing right here are now that it's just basically we can do these now that we can dig around spots like this. Surprised those guys take 2 hits from the Master Sword. I mean, blood things don't just die in 1 hit. I'm just surprised because it's the Master Sword, and it seems to have its power. Its typical Gleam, Angry Link. Oh. Otherwise known as, well, in this case, just Link. Okay, where to now? Okay, we're gonna be riding over to North Hyrule Field now. I'm actually going to make a point to grab Epona this time. Running and rolling is pretty quick, but Epona's definitely faster. We can go alongside the river that's there. Okay. Should be a little bit over here. Oh yeah, I see it. At least Epona gets to know a secret. Even though she doesn't like us being a wolf, it seems. Why can't we be an imp riding a wolf or riding a horse? That's what I want to know. Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, this is pretty bad. I'll be honest. I'll be the first to say it. Oh, you can kind of parry them when they're going to attack. Interesting. Oh, I know. When they're blocking from the front, I could do the back attack. Whoa. Oh, that actually kind of jump scared me. Criminy. There we go. This will net us the letter P. We're getting a lot of the stamps, probably not all of them, since there's more than just the alphabet, which I'm kind of glad to see. That we get more interesting stamps than just the alphabet, but most of the stamps are the alphabet. A weird little place, filled with giant, horrible spiders. So fun. Now we're gonna go southeast of the bridge. They're still here. And there's another patch of grass with another circle of grass to go into. Can Epona go down these stairs? Oh wait, no. Duh. There's a whole bridge here. I am a fool. Now what I want to know is, where is that bridge for Hyrule? Did we ever replace that? I mean, surely we must. I just can't rightfully remember. Yeah, there we go. Whoa! Wait, how big can you guys get if you combine? Can you guys become a mega slime? Whoa! Oh man. Oh, this is upsetting. Suddenly we're in the blob. Oh yeah, you can see the red and blue ones just become purple if they combine with the purple. Can you two combine now? Whoa. Oh, they don't get any bigger than that though. Ooh. Not bad. This should have given us the letter C for choo-choo. Right? It should have been a little bit more clever. If you're gonna if my reward for doing these things are gonna be letters, you should have given me a little bit more sprinkled on top of that, you know? Okay, where to now? North side of the Bridge of Eldin, which means this way. Okay. Here we are, right here. Yeah, I really don't remember where you find the bridge here. We'll get to it eventually, surely. It's obviously not mandatory. We can teleport anywhere we want now. So, it's not a big deal, but... Oh, this is another cavern? Like a straight up full cavern? It is. Oh, sick. Okay. Not a dark one either. That's kind of nice. Thanks. Wow. Well, this one's just a crater. It's weird. Why would this cavern be filled with? Maybe like an old mining shaft? Old Goron mining shaft, perhaps? Has the same stuff in it. can't believe the arrows are just a one-shot for everything. It does make using the bow extremely satisfying though. Well, that's not very inviting. Oh, my eyes. Oh. Okay. 3 hits, that's a little nicer. Oh. Oh, is that a way for me to get my bearings? Oh yeah. Oh. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. This is a pretty cool cave. Don't you forget it. You don't say. We lit 2 torches and a chest appeared? Crazy. Oh, nice. Probably would have heard an actual piece of heart. Maybe that's what this is? Oh my gosh. I actually didn't know. Oh, that's great. Okay. Oh, this is actually like an actual cave exit now. Does this take me out somewhere else? Oh. Takes me down here. Oh. Is this just a way to get back? Oh, interesting. I always thought that we had to, that's how we had to come in. That's the exit. I always thought that was the entrance. Huh. Nifty. Okay, well, I'll see where we need to be going now. Okay, we teleported back here because it's the fastest way to get to the Bridge of Eldin portion of Hyrule, which is... Well, oh, but that's where... Correction, that's where we were. We were at the Bridge of Eldin portion. We needed to be on the other side of the bridge that's out. Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice that new heart container we just got. It gave us our, we finally started on the second row of hearts. Wow, we're really like... We're really going through it, aren't we? I don't know, it's really weird because we have like 4, we have our freaking item upgrades for bombs and the wallet and the bow. We have our 4 bottles already. There's only 4 spots missing on our item list now, which is just the... We can warp now. We can transform into a wolf whenever we want to now. it's not. This game isn't almost over or anything like that. I don't want you to get that idea, but I don't know. It is weird to feel like I just started this game. I feel like I'm working through it even faster than Wind Waker. I feel like I was working through Wind Waker quickly. Okay, another on this side. 2 brown patches where you can take underneath. West side of the area. Oh, it's this side of the area. Okay, so these brown patches should be pretty obvious what we're looking for. Oh. Not these, they'll be small patches. It is weird. I will say it is weird that the Hyrule field is broken up by these like huge chasms, canyons. Don't know what caused that. Granted, we don't really know what much happened in between Ocarina of Time and Twilight Princess. I would be interested, you know, if after Tears of the Kingdom, if they went back and just made another, like, very traditional Zelda game. Still throw some things in to, you know, shake things up a little bit, but... Oh, here we go. There it is. That would be pretty interesting, though, and they just, like... If they had it take place, because right now with Breath of the Wild, we're moving super far, like, we're way far into the future in Breath of the Wild. And we'll see that. Obviously, Skyward Sword. Oh, it's interesting. Skyward Sword, they go all the way in the past. Whoa. Nightmare. Ugh. It's easier. This is almost easier to fight these guys than a wolf because we're faster and we can dash through their through the bombs that they leave behind. Okay. Thank goodness that's over. But yeah, Skyward Sword is the furthest back into the past of the Zelda timeline that any of them have gone. Which is a bold move, which I actually really appreciate. I mean, anything to say about Skyward Sword, it has one of my favorite storylines. That's for sure. I actually think, I mean, it's, that game is actually story heavy. More so than any of the other games. The Link in that game has the most characterization. I would say all the characters have like the most characterization next to maybe the ones in this game, probably. And then closely followed by like closely then followed by Wind Waker, I would say. But I mean, Skyward Sword I feel like is the most story and plot heavy of the games. For sure. But it's also because that game is extremely linear. It does not have much in the ways of exploration like the other games do. That's for sure. Because it's so story heavy, because it's so plot heavy as well. Oh god, I'm getting littered. Ugh. Let's dig a hole. Screw it. They respawn every time I go back up. Ah. Okay. There's bomb fish. Whoa. But really all there is to do is get this stamp, which is sad Link. An emotion that this Link has not really expressed too much. During any moment where he would look particularly sad, he's kind of been a wolf, which is an interesting choice. Well, that's upsetting to look at. Yeah, I don't really like that at all, I'll be honest. Oh, no way. Oh, you gotta be kidding. The letter U. You've gotta be kidding. Okay, so the letter U... Opponent, run! Save yourself! I can't believe this. Do you remember the one chest we didn't get the Goron mines? And how I thought it was going to be something important later? Or some important, like, even a heart piece. No. It's the letter U. It was a stamp. You have to backtrack in order to get a stamp. That is crazy. Oh man. Well, I'll see you backtracking through a dungeon to go get the letter U. That's actually hilarious. Can't believe this game. Ah. It's pushing me around. Oh, we haven't actually been here for a while. Oh, the leader, Darbus, is here now. We owe you much. When things calm down a bit, I will travel to Kakariko and help too. Oh, nice. Ah, what is it, little human? Do you need something from me? The patriarch of the Goron tribe is Darbus, and that is me. I heard some monsters slip through our defenses while I was distracted. Attacked Kakariko. But do not worry, little human. I have sent Gorons down to help the villagers. Yeah, we don't really become besties with the head guy of the Gorons like we did in past games. Young warrior, the patriarch wandered home as if nothing had ever happened. It seems he remembers nothing of the events in those mines. I feel you deserve his thanks, but give him some time. He is proud, and I do not wish him further anguish. We will honor our debt to you, though. If you find trouble, we will do our part to help you. That is the promise, young warrior. Nothing matches the pride of the Gorons, that's for sure. Okay, while I'm wandering through here, I was having some thoughts. A game series that I've been meaning to get to eventually that I think would probably be pretty cool to record, because it'd be my first time experiencing it. I have like little to no knowledge of where anything goes, really. All I know is that it's completely wacky. Is the Nier series. I played, I would say, like maybe the first 10 hours of the American Nier on PlayStation 3, which obviously... Oh, okay. Hey, let me see you. Show me that face. Thank you. Thank you kindly. Whoops. You know, I'm gonna switch those because it seems like by default, I really want to have the bow be on X. Yeah, I want to do the Nier series. The thing is, I have Nier Replicant, and I have the original Nier. Well, the American version is the one where the main character is a dad, and you're taking care of your daughter instead of being a young man who's taking care of his sister. I have a vague idea of where things might go, although I don't know how or why or to what end, you know. The thing is, what I know, I also have Nier Automata, and so obviously I would end by playing Nier Automata. I'm not going to touch any of the, what are the other games? The games that predated those ones. That technically, I think, take place in the same world, but they're weird and strange. Dragon something? Dragark? Oh, Drakengard. The Drakengard games. I'm not gonna touch those ones. Those are a little too strange, and from what I understand, it doesn't sound like many of them are actually all that fun to play. I've actually played the first Nier, and I actually was really enjoying it. It was one of those things where you play it a bit. I started that game on 2 different occasions, and then I just couldn't. I think I need to be down here. I just, you know, life happened, didn't stop finding time for it, you know. That just sort of the way things go sometimes. That's why I figured it would be a really good opportunity to finally play through those games. Same thing with Nier Automata. I started playing it, and then I was really enjoying it, but then just fell out of it because life moved on, new game, and then new games come out, you know. What the crud? Being shot from somewhere by who knows who for whatever reason. Hallelujah. Midna, please tell me we can warp out. Midna, why can't we warp out? And we don't have Uku. Because we already completed the dungeon, which means I gotta go back? So I gotta backtrack through the dungeon, and then I gotta backtrack back out of the dungeon? Man, this is stank as heck. All for the letter U. You did this to me. You is a bastard. But yeah, the problem is, right, is that because the Nier games do things in some weird, wacky ways for some weird, wacky reasons, even though Nier Replicant is a remake of Nier, it is the first time the young man version of the game is available to Americans, like an English version. So it's not the version that I have. The English version where you play as the dad. It's the one where you play as a brother. And it's like, whereas it would be really cool. Can I just hop over there? Oh, I can't. Sick. Speedrunning tactics. Oh no. I heard, and I'm glad I know this. I heard that for anybody who has played through the game before, there's some extra things in it, because this is what the people behind Nier like to do. There's some extra things in it towards the end that sort of shake things up a little bit, maybe, or that are specifically for people who have played that game before, right? Which to me means that, well, oh man, that's bleak. That's straight up Terminator 2 right there. How do I go through this room all opposite like? Oh. I just face tank through the fire. Through the fire and the flames, I guess. But yeah, so from what I heard is that like the extra stuff that's in there would be more appreciated if you've played through the entire game before, right? Which I don't know if that means like maybe there's a different ending, maybe there's an epilogue, maybe it's playing with the fact that it is a remake of the game. Maybe it's playing with the fact that you should go into it already, that you probably have going into it already knowing what happens, and maybe it plays with that idea. I don't know. It's a Neo game. Anything's possible. So my thought is, well, it's like, do I want to... So it's like, clearly I feel like I need to play the original that I have first before playing Replicant. Even though it seems like they're generally the same game. I know that Replicant tightens up the combat and adds some new things to the combat, which makes it just easier and more and better to play, which sounds good to me. Ah. Ow. Getting absolutely tossed. But my question then becomes, well, if I want to record it, what do? Do I play through the original game on my own, go through it, do whatever, and then record me playing Replicant for that purpose? Because then it's like, well, then that's not really me capturing my first experience. That's me capturing my first experience with whatever new stuff is in Replicant. Well, that's not really me capturing my experience with the game, right? Or in order to complete this, do I treat it as like a trinity of games and go from Nier to Nier Replicant to Nier Automata? I don't know. I don't rightfully know. I don't know what would be best. And then also it's like, well, is going from Nier to a remake of Nier, is that like gonna be fun to do? Is that going to add a little bit of weariness? Is it going to be too samey? Or is the fact that it's going to have like a fresh new coat of paint? I mean, I'm going to be playing as a completely different character. That'll be interesting to see. Granted, from what I understand, the stories play out generally speaking the same way. The only difference is one's a dad, the other is a brother. So like the family dynamic's a bit different. But but probably not by much. I don't know. I would love to hear somebody else's thoughts about how to approach the Neo series. Maybe I'll look that up. Maybe I'll look up how. But I don't want spoilers. That's kind of the thing, right? I want to avoid spoilers because I've been really good at avoiding any information about those games up till now, and I would like to keep it that way. Okay, so with that, well, there are more rupees that we could get. Actually, oh no, I got all these rupees. Yeah, I got pretty much all these rupees. There's like a couple more we could get. If you haven't turned in the bugs yet, you can turn in the bugs. And then there's Gwei locations, which we've seen a couple, anywhere where there's a bunch of crows. What you do with those is the Gweis still show up. Oh, I see. If you defeat all the Gweis, which we've seen this before, if you defeat all the Gweis, they drop a bunch of rupees. We've done that before. We've seen a couple locations. They're in the west part of, not the west. Sorry, I'm getting it mixed up again. The south. Yeah, the southern exit of Castletown. There's the huge horde of Gweis that are circling around. Apparently, what you can do with those locations is that if you if you kill them all they drop rupees, and then if you exit the area, go back in, they respawn. You can do the same thing again. So that's a little bit of a rupee farm. You can turn in the golden bugs if you haven't already. We did get all the stuff in the Lunaro Spring in Lake Hylia. I got all those rupees, so that's fine. We collected some rupees earlier, or previously. Either earlier in this episode or previously in the last episode. It depends on if I break this, how I break this down. I really need to edit these parts, so I know. Need to get on editing these parts. I've recorded like 14 to 15 episodes, but I haven't edited a single one yet. Let's see. There's like... And then there's like a cave, another cave or two. There's some more places in Lake Hylia that if you do the Falby's Flight, you can land on some very particular spots to get more rupees. Little things like that. We have 526 rupees just by running around again. So I don't really feel like we need to go out and hunt rupees again, but it's good. It's just so you know, there's more rupees out there to get. There's another one in South Gate. If you exit the castle town to the south, at the east end of the area, there's a large pillar you can climb up on. Has vines. You dig underground into a cavern. There's a chest of rupees in it. Lake Hylia, use Falby's Flight by Fowl. There's a couple of spots over by the Lunaro Spring that you can fly over and drop down onto. Might be a little difficult, but you can do it. Those are just rupees, and then the likes. And then any place we've seen. There's Gways in the southern gate of Castle Town, like I said. There's a Gway collection at the Great Bridge of Hylia, flying around the center of the bridge. In the Kakariko Graveyard, we saw those Gway. And then somewhere in the Kakariko Gorge, near the center of the gorge, by the bridge, there's Gway circling a high ledge, which we've passed that a couple times too. But yeah, that is the end of the collection. We saved the most extensive stamp in the game for last. Well, for last for this part. We haven't collected all the stamps yet, but as far as the collection right now goes. And now we should be rocking 25 out of 45 hard pieces, 21 out of 24 golden bugs, so we're almost done with that. 29 out of 60 Poe souls, so almost half of those, which I did not think we were going to be able to get all at once. I thought the Poes were going to extend for a lot longer, but jeez. And then for stamps, there's 24 out of 50, so there's a lot more than just letters, apparently. And yeah. But until next time, thanks for watching. Hey, if you liked this, leave a comment. Press thumbs up or thumbs down. Well, definitely press thumbs up down. No. Definitely press thumbs down now because I can't speak correctly. So you should not praise somebody who cannot speak their own language properly. It's the only language I know. It's the only one I've learned. I failed to learn German, so here I am. And you can press subscribe, and then you press the notification bell to get notified when more things are coming up. I post everything on this channel. I post nothing on this channel. It really just depends on the vibe. Sometimes I'm probably going to post some really emo stuff in the coming year, too. Some, like, maybe recite some free... I'm not even joking. I might recite some poetry. Might do some spoken word stuff. Might do some, like... I wrote this one, like, kind of drippy thing earlier that I could read off for the kicks and giggles, you know? Gonna be posting some time lapses after I get around to... out of how many friends? I've done one picture for my friend's Christmas presents out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So... oopsie, bad, dumb, drawing is hard. I literally call the time lapses that. It's called drawing is hard, and I put all me struggling through the drawings from beginning to end in them, because I think that's important to show. All these other artists are showing these nice, clean time lapses where everything goes perfectly right, and it's like, I want to see you draw the same line 100 times, because I know you did it. I know you did it. You can't hide that from me. I've been there. Anyways. That's enough of that. Next time, we'll be going on and exploring a little tip that we picked up from a group of friends back at Telma's bar. about a desert and a prison and a mirror that sends people to the underworld. Till next time.